This is Master Kambai, also known as Modi the Big Dog. So today we are doing another replay, Grimm versus Eagle. Now you will tell me, Grimm is probably the worst of tier 4 and Eagle is tier 2. I will answer I agree with you. First of all, Grimm is probably the worst tier in the game. Second, Eagle is low tier 2. The thing is, the guy told me he was a beginner and he wanted to learn the game. So I told him, okay, I will take one of the worst CEOs. I will do our game normally and I will spot on your mistakes. And I will give you feedback of the game after that. So I hope you guys will enjoy. It's the first time I'm seeing the replay. I only did the game, and as I was playing, I've seen many mistakes. So let's do this. I hope you guys will enjoy as usual. The first two turns will be fast because it's boring to watch infantry moving around. So to make it simple, Grimm strike harder. He has higher firepower, lower defense. So this means my opponent will always damage me more than any other steals, and I need to really be aggressive to cripple his forces before he can do any big damage. Now, first mistake I've seen, that mech. I know it's a small map and mech can be good, but this is Eagle we are talking about. There's no mountain, there are only forests. So yes, you can hide your mech, but mech are not that great. You see another mech, it's really bad. Never do that. Have infantry, the mechs are slower, so this means their capture game will be slower than mine. I also have a early recon because Grimm must be aggressive. Each turn, try your best to have one direct unit ready or one indirect. Sometimes indirect can be useful with Grimm. They are not impressive, they are better than max for sure, but sometimes they can help out a lot for a good push. So now I spread my troop across the map. I create another recon and another infantry there. See, now he gets his first recon. That's good. I have nothing to say there. These two mechs are really my issue with his opening. Now, second recon, it's okay, I guess. It's not bad, it's not good, it's okay. Now I cap buildings. We are similar in income. I create a tank here because Grimm must be aggressive. You don't need high cost units, you just need low cost and be really aggressive with these low costs. So I create anti-air and infantry because it's Eagle and I'm scared by his battlecopters. I know if he get battlecopters out, they will ripple me because of my weaker defense. Now, in case you're wondering how to protect your recon when they have weaker defense, leave them in forest buildings. You don't want to leave your units on plains and road. You want buildings and forest. Now you see these two mechs, they are good. They're good. I don't agree with their purchase. They are really bad units, but they are well placed right now. That artillery there, that's not great. That's okay. I'm Grimm, so I will be really aggressive. That's why I say it's okay. But I think he did not move it here. Did he move it? Yes, he moved it. Okay. So now it's my turn again. I cap buildings. Now, as you see it, I'm a bit behind him in the capture game, mainly because I have less infantry and mechs than him. And I'm Grimm, so it's normal. Grimm must have as many aggressive units as he can. And of course, don't forget infantries. Each turn I get at least one, maybe two infantry when I can, when I have the money. Now I got trapped, so I wipe out that unit. And now I find a mech. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. Now I leave this in a forest to have visual, and now I see a second mech. So at that point, I'm like, mechs with eagle, not that good. So I move that anti-air in the middle to make sure I'm able to protect my unit from any battle copters. I create tank, infantry, recon. The reason I want a lot of units. Because if you don't always build a lot of units, if you don't always create a lot of units with Grimm, you will be behind your enemy. Because your enemy will always strike very hard on you. Of course, your firepower is higher than your weakness, but your weakness is still pretty huge. Defense is very important in this game. Now, do you prefer firepower or defense? I will tell you none. I want a balanced seal with amps. Like, for example, Jess, okay, she has weaker air units, but her grounds are good, so I don't mind it. But like Sturm, for example, I barely play him because of his lower firepower. His capture game on this side is crazy, but he will have hard time interrupting cap, he will have hard time killing off units. You will feel it, and most of the time on Advanced Wars by Web, there are come towers. So even if you got higher defense, yes, you will feel your higher defense, but the enemy will still be able to damage you. But the same goes for lower defense. In the case of Grimm, he's the worst hero in the game because he got 20% lower defense than the usual seal. It's so big. I will give you a good example. Grimm versus Sturm. Sturm has normal firepower. Grimm only gets 10% out of his 30 because Sturm has 20 defense. Now you will tell me, oh, it's good, right? Well, not really, because you remove the way Sturm weakness without even counting the come towers. Count come towers. Okay, you rise up to 20, you rise up to 110. Now you're like, oh, okay, that's fair, I guess. That's if both players have come towers. Now, consider Sturm having Recon going across the map because they have 8 space and nothing can pull them down. Grimm is weak. Any seals with higher firepower will strike really hard Grimm. That's why Grimm is this bad. You see how bad this is. He almost killed my infantry. Normal engagement, my infantry would be at probably 5 HP instead of 1. Maybe a bit less when I think about it. Look at this. My anti-air is almost useless now. During the game, my opponent was like, oh, why you keep using your power even if you're close by your super? I told him, with Grimm, you cannot think about tomorrow. Think only about today. His weakness really damaged him. That's also why I did my Knuckle Duster mid-turn. I needed that extra firepower to kill this unit and to make huge amount of damage to the battlecopter. I needed these amps. You see, even if it's mid-turn, I needed that. Because Grimm is this bad. You need to be very aggressive. You need to stack unit to destroy his unit. That's the Grimm way to play. Now I bought a medium tank. Look at the value. Look at the value. I bought a medium tank because I know, because he has mechs, I know if I stay with tanks, I will get overwhelmed. He also has battlecopters. So you see, I bought the first medium tank because I know my weakness will really ripple me. And I also bought 2 other infantry to keep going with the capture game. Now, he just destroyed my troops because Grimm is weak. You see all the damage he's doing? That's without any com tower. Imagine if he gets the com tower that is currently neutral. Or imagine if he gets my com tower. So my troops are really crippled. He did not use any power or super, and he almost made our value even in one turn. I needed a CO power to give a huge push, and that said CO power was mid-turn. So now I'm mopping the floor with what I can, taking stupid engagement, but that's what you do with Grimm. You don't mind, you just shoot. You don't think, you shoot. Now I'm like, okay, tank, anti-air, infantry, because I expect to lose one anti-air and probably one tank, and I want to make sure I have something to kill battlecopters, because if I have nothing, then I will just lose. He mops the floor with my troops because Grimm cannot keep up like that. Grimm needs to sack a lot of units to just maintain his small advantage he will have over the turns. You see, that com tower here really helped me out to one-shot that infantry. And I'm mopping the floor with many units here. But that's only a good push for a while. Like, during my turn are really aggressive. And now I create a second medium tank because I know my current medium tank is not enough. I know my current medium tank is weak. Let's say it's weak. Yes, it's 140 firepower, but it's also 20% less defensive. So some tanks can just make many damage over it. Battlecopters as well. I think what really crippled him is the fact that he had a serious lack of infantry. He kept buying mechs. Mechs are not good. He has no presence there, so I will control both area. Still don't have his com tower, and I made sure he don't get his com tower, because if he gets his com tower, then my weakness will be even bigger, and it will deal me even more damage. Now, I know I'm close by my super, but as I said earlier, you don't think about tomorrow with Grimm. When you can use your power, even if it's mid-turn. I did many good engagement there. Now you'll tell me, oh, you only did remove 2 HP and like 3 HP there. I think it was 3 HP. Is it 3 HP? Yeah, it's 3 HP. Look at that. 3 HP. Only stronger unit than me. We both lost 3 HP, but his tank is almost useless now. Mine was already useless before the engagement. So my engagement was good. You see my 2 HP infantry able to dent a artillery only forest. That's why you want to use Grimm CO power. Now I damaged 3 times that battlecopter. Yes, I lost unit, but these units would die anyway. The difference, I got first strike, so I got many damage over them. Now at that turn, I'm like, I have enough infantry for now, so I create tank, anti-air. Because now, as you can see it, I only have one anti-air in the front. So that battlecopter has free range of most of the map. Kills my unit, kills my unit, kills my unit. Now, I'm really scared. Because I see him getting the Cam Tower. And I'm pissed off here because I'm like, oh, really? I just capped that area and he goes for my city. Now it's my turn. As you can see it, I'm almost on my steel power again. So now, at that point, I knew he had the lead over me because his lightning strike was really good. And he did a lot of damage the last 3 turns. So I just decided to wait until he pushed toward my position. And here I realized he had the Cam Tower. I was like, at that point I was sure I had lost the game. That Cam Tower he just got is really good. It's really good. You will tell me, oh, 10% is not that much. Against Grimm, 10% is crazy. Because Grimm is already weaker in the defense. That's why Grimm is that bad. He's the only seal with weaker defense. Don't wonder why nobody plays him, because weaker defenses at rushes. Now, you see I have my steel power, I use it after damaging that medium thing because I wanted to gain star. If I used my power before, I would not have gotten star, but the medium thing would have died. But at that point I'm like, I need the star, I need many good small pushes. So now I'm up 4 with many troops. And here I take 2 damage out of that medium tank. I knew for a fact I would lose the engagement. Tank versus medium tank, even if you're Grimm, your tank will die. The thing is, Grimm, you don't think about tomorrow. You just smash what you can smash. That's what I did here. You see now that medium tank, if he attacks mine, he will do less damage because he lost 2 HP. So my medium tank won't be that damaged. And now, as you can see, I had a good luck roll. So this means I damaged that tank even more. So now it's 7 HP instead of 10. And if he first strike my medium tank, I don't really mind it because I am stronger on the basic standard in some ways. Now I don't understand why he killed that. Oh, now I understand. He got a bomber. That's why he killed my anti-air. Well, that's good because he has a bomber now. But he should expect more anti-air. So he should have went for the medium tank and then with his medium tank strike mine. Because now he left his medium tank open. So I was able to crush it. Now I'm up before with many of his troops. I lose many engagement, but I don't care. I'm Grimm. I just want to smash things. Now I trade a Nia tank because I don't expect him to have any Nia tank at that point. And I have that building there because I know he has no troops in this area. I have vision and I know he has nothing. So now at that point you see my value is higher than his. The reason is I use so much power and I do stupid engagement that makes sense with Grimm that I'm able to keep up. If I was saving for my super, trust me, I would have lost a long time ago. The only thing that made me survive so long and that gave me the lead up to that point was my CO power. I kept spamming my CO power. Of course, my opponent is bad, that's another reason. But even a bad player can win against Grimm if you don't know how to play Grimm. Now, if you know how to play Grimm, the moment you're against someone good, you have no chance. But if you're against someone bad and you know how to play Grimm, you can win. Grimm is a really bad seal. I play him because I like his style. He don't think, he just throw his units and say kill something. And at the end, yes, you kill something, but you lost like 10 things to kill something. So it's pretty stupid, but that's funny. That's in character for Grimm, and it's in topic for Advance Wars because it's very childish, it's very stupid. And now at that point, I think I was watching because I seen that bomber coming. I was like, no, really. I I was like, oh, the guy thought about a bomber. That's the only situation where I agree with bomber because it's a low income game. Only anti-air can compete with bomber. Nobody will save money for a fight, especially Grim player. He won't buy fighters. If you're Grim and you buy fighters, you're atrocious. You make Grim worst. So now, that replay is really long. I'm very surprised about that. We are almost done because 21 days is the limit. At that point, I'm like, oh man, that bomber really destroyed me. I was in pieces. I was shattered to see the bomber. And he get a lightning strike as well. Look at the damage the guy did. My value is dropping. Now I take out that unit. I'm like, a beginner will beat me because I was playing Grimm. Now I trade 2 anti-air because I know he has a bomber. He mops the floor with me. I'm really sad, pissed off, all the wars that exist. No, that was stupid. Don't throw away recons like that in enemy territory. It's dumb. Now, I knew he had a bomber, but at that point I did not care anymore. I was like, if you take out my new tank, I take out your bomber, and at least you won't have any more walls. I traded another new tank because I expect him to destroy my new tank. What you expect to lose, you need to buy it again with Grimm. That's the only way to keep up. Now, another factor that enters here and that tells me that helped me to survive is the fact that I always had a income lead over my enemy. On a equal ground, equal income, I don't think I would be able to keep up in such way. Now, his turn ended and the 21-day limit was reached. If the game kept going like that, I think I would have won, but after like 50 days, because Grimm is so easy to kill, like, I don't see him winning, because I have a bigger income. Of course, the CO is much better than mine, but the income lead is 8k. That means each turn I can get a medium tank and a anti-air. He can't do such thing. Either he gets 2 anti-air or 1 medium tank. Sometimes he will get a battlecopter out, but I will have so many anti-air on the field that I will win. So I think the game, if it kept going this way, he would have resigned, or I would have resigned, because at some point I'm fed up with one game. If the game drags on for 40 days or 32 days, 32 was the longest game I did over this channel. No, actually I did one 36th day, but the 36th day I only stood up that long because it was a stream and because one of my subscribers was fighting me. But the other one, 32 days, I resigned because I was fed up with the game. 30 days and above, it's too long for me. So, just to summarize this game, mechs are bad, grimm is worse. I think that this will be the title of this video. Mechs are bad, grimm is worse. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.